Got one. Got him. He's not.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Potato Pope and welcome to episode number 6 of Minecraft Survival Series.
That time I didn't sneeze directly on my mic.
Boons I can borrow.
Bones? No, actually probably. Let me check. Yeah, I have a couple bones you can borrow.
Alright, cool, because I also have bones.
Oh, so.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, there you go. Apparently your ravine is freaking enormous. Alright then.
Oh, come on. I forgot.
I saw water, so I knew where to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see if I can find some glowstone. Let's go see what we got in here. Alright, there's some directly above me, but I don't have any building blocks.
I remember this vividly because I turned around, when I turned around I saw them and it just took my brain a minute to process exactly what I was seeing. Like I knew what it was, but I was like, what? Like I could not wrap my mind around what I was seeing. I was so confused.
Oh man. That's a new one. No, I was fighting pillagers. Yeah, there were pillagers in the nether. I'm scared, I don't want to go back in.
When I went through there, nothing was there. Just a bunch of animals.
Yeah, there was animals when I went earlier.
It was peaceful, nice animals in the burning.
Yeah, there's a nice little collection of animals. How did pillagers end up in... Huh. This is a mystery that may never be solved. Cause like I heard and saw no sign of them before they showed up. Like it was like a raid party too. It wasn't just like, oh, we're chilling in the nether. Like there was 3 of them. Which is your standard raid party, I think. Well, it's been a very eventful day. I think I killed one of them too, because I have 2 arrows all of a sudden. I'm racking my brain as I try to remember. Yay! I made a shield.
I think how I lost all my iron items.
Strange. That is odd. I was being sarcastic. That is weird. Alright. And we now have a pillager banner.
I can't stress this enough. I seriously have no idea how or why this has happened. And if you have seen this before, please tell me and explain to me if you understand how this has happened, because I can't figure it out, because they would have had to have stood still long enough in the portal for them to teleport, right? 'Cause this don't make sense.
Man, what were they doing in the nether though, dude? Oh, doesn't this effect last for like 30 years?
Wait, what does?
The pillager one when you kill Catman.
Yeah, maybe not even.
So we're gonna be here a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, now we can warn off any predators who think that they want to mess with us. These predators aren't gonna want none of us. None of.
Ah yes, English, my first language.
It actually is. That's the scary part. I just got 2 babies in a row. 2 baby chickens in a row. I'm impressed. I think I just broke an ungrown plant. I really want to do.
Nation is lava bubble.
I really hope we get around to making another like world where we just like the entire purpose of it is to build up and then fight each other. Because while we never really got we never really got around to the actual fighting part. Remember a while ago we had worlds literally with the intent of like fighting each other, like we'd build up and then fight each other and we had the secret bases.
Oh, yeah.
We never actually got around to fighting, so I kind of want to do that again sometime soon.
Yeah, I lived in a boat in Chris's Bird.
Yeah, and then you moved because you were like, well, I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I almost, in the process of throwing chicken eggs, I almost unleashed the chickens. How are you gonna have a bright light source and then not actually have glowstone near me? Like, bruh. Why is all the glowstone so freaking high? I usually don't have this problem. Like, normally my nether portals are like in really tight areas that are usually caves, like nether caves, and there's usually glowstone, like, fairly close by. Not today, though. I'm gonna have to actually build up to it, and that scares me a little bit. I just unveiled a cold, oh,
I just noticed the banning
yes.
the ability.
They shall fear us. Oh my god, I hate it when the lag gets bad, because, like, I'll be breaking things, and, like, it won't do the break effect. Like, they'll just, like, disappear on my screen, and then, like, suddenly it'll be like, boom, 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 free stuff.
Oh no, that's not good, that's not good.
Sound like you've made mistakes.
Very good. It's already spreading.
You burned my house.
No, not your house. Not your house.
Mm.
Actually, the forest, but you know, that's
Oh, we can live with the forest burning down. We can always rebuild that, you know?
true. But, I prevented forts messing your house, so. Ah! Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah, these creepers are like mad stealthy all of a sudden.
Alright, that was the experience.
I think my dad just lost a Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone match. So I can hear him going like, oh no! This zombie pigment refuses to despawn. I am home once again. Alright, I'm gonna try to redstone up that thing you told me about.
Let me make this clear when I say I was going to redstone it. I am not a redstone Minecrafter in any way. Like, but before I recorded this, I don't think I had actually made any redstone creations, like any ones that worked. Like, Though to be fair, like I have started watching a lot of Redstone YouTubers recently, and I think I could make a few things now. But like this is not my forte. I don't do this often.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking of like having like redstone comparators just to like, make sure it reaches like, the furthest parts. Oh crap. I don't know why, but every time I look over the nether portal I think it's a fox, but then I remember it's my bed.
Like, ooh, look, a fox.
Yeah, and then
Oh
I
my
just
god, the
thought it was
particle
like
effects are so bad in first person when I'm standing right here.
wow, what the heck? The creeper has literally spawned inside the tree. I
How?
didn't notice him until I saw his like stubby legs.
Trying to math this out in my head, which is not working too hot.
Also, yeah, that's it. Ow.
Ah, shoot.
There's some spiders.
Alright, I have no idea how well this is gonna work. It might not work at all. It probably won't because I made it. Shoot. There we go. Fixed. Oh, great. I probably just left the water or light source.
This first attempt should have been like that was just I don't even know what I was thinking there. I should have realized the redstone wasn't connected and that it wasn't going to work in the first place. I'll address the next glaring issue when we come to that.
Ah, where's the disconnect? Yep, it's exactly where I thought it was.
That right there should have been the moment of truth when I realized, hey, maybe I shouldn't be using normal glowstone, but I thought the problem was the redstone itself because I doubt my own ability at doing this stuff. So yeah, this kept going, this torture, this pain. For all of you who know how to do this stuff, I'm sorry. It must suck watching me struggle. I think that right then was the actual moment of truth for me. Because like I was just like, well, this clearly isn't working. It's not the redstone at this point. And I finally gave up and decided, let me just use the internet. And that's when I realized where I had gone wrong. And that was using glowstone in place of redstone glowstone. I forget what it's actually called. But yeah, I felt real dumb.
Oh man, it's the thunderstorm.
So after I did my research on what I now know is called a redstone lamp, or at least when I learned what was called a redstone lamp, everything else when it came to automating or well turning on and off the XP farm was the rest of the time was smooth sailing because I knew what I was doing. So yay! And finally, we now have a way to turn on and off our XP farm. Woohoo! I was actually really relieved because I was getting a little bit annoyed when I was trying to do it. So, yeah. And this is the moment that Frostmourne was born. If you get the reference, the reference, it, if you get the reference, like name-wise, like what Frostmourne is and where it's from, kudos to you. If you don't, oh well, you may never know. I also decided to name my trident Poseidon's Fury, I think. I really should have watched the clip before I narrated it, but yeah, this one isn't really a reference to anything, it's more just, it's a trident. Poseidon's an underwater deity, you know, that stuff. So yeah. This is one of those awkward moments in clips when you didn't realize your audio wasn't actually recording and you can very clearly be seen talking to yourself. And I remember this part vividly because I found a lily of the valley and I was like, oh look, a lily of the valley. And then I said something about like knowing a lily and some other stuff. I don't know what I was talking about at that point other than that. I just remember finding a lily of the valley and being like, oh yeah, I remember something about lily, and I mentioned something else, but I don't remember what it was. But I might be glad that it didn't save because it might have been weird. I don't know. That is uncertain. I think this is actually me at my finest when it comes to recording. And yes, I know that like you don't hear anything, but the reason I say that is because I was literally walking around talking to myself. And I think that's when I'm actually at my best, is because like I'm literally talking to myself saying like anything and everything, talking about life in general, you know, weird things that people talk about when they're talking to themselves. But yeah, this is definitely me at my finest. I just wish it had saved, kind of. So as you can see, I decided to head home for the night, and I got home surprisingly uneventfully. And I saw those two zombies on the cliff on the ravine, and I was like, oh, I'll just go inside. They won't bother me. Not realizing that they can literally come around and smack me. I probably should have thought about the bridge, but yeah. So that happened. Now at this point, I had decided that I was going to do some renovating and put some windows instead of cobblestone so that I could actually see into the spawner. I wanted a nice view in there just to look at the zombies from time to time. I think I can safely say I'm proud of myself. I did a good job of it. I do need to widen the spawner eventually though. So, yeah. We'll have to move that glass at some point. I have made a top secret, super duper secret chest which hidden within is all my treasure and riches that I have acquired, for the most part. And no one will ever know where it is, because I will never reveal the location to anyone. On another note, I finally decided to switch from glowstone to from torches to glowstone in my house, so that I finally decided to switch from torches to glowstone. So yay! I want to thank you all for bearing with me for the audio. Leave a like, smack that like button, hit the subscribe button as hard as you can, and as always, thanks for watching.